Hello there. Happy Friday. I'm going to give it, I don't know, a few seconds. If anyone is joining me live, I would love to hear where are you? Where are you listening in from? Where are you listening in from? I'm in Stavanger, I'm in Norway, and just still landing after an amazing 1 hour live broadcast yesterday with my colleague Rokaya, and we talked about entrepreneurship and what it feels like and what it means and our missions behind doing what we're doing. So just landing there. Let me just have a look here. There we go. Feels like. There we go. Fantastic. All right. So, welcome to another live broadcast from me. And like I said, I would be super happy to hear where are you joining me, and have you been joining me before? Is it the first time? I'd love to hear from you. Um, one of the reasons for doing this is really to be able to connect with all of you out there. Even I don't know you. Some of you I really know really well. You're my clients. We're in the network together. We're meeting up. And so many of you in my network I don't really know. So I've been thinking that showing up, doing lives, I committed to be live for about 100 days, and I'm showing up about five days a week, 5 times a week. So yeah, 5 days a week. No, live 4 times a week, because on the Tuesday I am always publishing my newsletter. And for those of you who haven't seen my latest newsletter, I really invite you to go over and have a look, where I am sharing some remarkable details about a client of mine who is part of the Next Level Mastermind, Åsen Jahan, who is delivered on a big mission, the Agala project in Nigeria, and read the story about her. I'm so proud of what she is accomplishing, and is an illustration of the power of deep, meaningful conversations, asking questions that makes it easier to get going. What I wanted to share today is, after I was interviewed for Rich Litvin's podcast, which is called One Insight. And Rich Litvin is one of the most famous coaches in this world. I am a part of his 4PC, which is a mastermind. And the podcast One Insight gives you behind the scene experience of what coaching is all about. And tomorrow I'm going to publish the podcast where you can get behind the scene about me and how I'm being coached, my blind spots, where I'm getting stuck in my head, and a little bonus there afterwards. As I did a kind of a master class for the other masterminders. He said this: visibility becomes exciting when there is a purpose or a mission. So I invite you to think a bit about that. Visibility becomes exciting when there is a purpose or a mission. The reason why this sentence came up was because of a reaction I had. You see, I stepped into this interview or this coaching session basically saying to Rich, what I really, really want your help with is to bring back my inspiration or bring back my mojo, for why am I doing what I'm doing. and I felt I had lost the drive. Went into hiding after Benjamin died 18 months ago. I felt I was just hiding. I didn't want to be seen. I felt insecure. Um, and as I was starting to talk about what I love doing, how I love to be in conversation with my clients, in particular with women, and draw at their mission, draw at the mission that which is so powerful that they cannot not go ahead and do it. A mission that is so powerful that they will do it no matter what. When I was starting to talk about that, when I was starting to share that, I could sense that my energy was showing up. And as I had before that said that I had been hiding, I wasn't inspired when I was invited to be on stage. I wasn't inspired if I was being invited into a podcast or anything, because I felt like, who am I? What am I doing? And the reason why I'm sharing this here with you is because I have many women in particular coming to me and they say, Rita, can you really help me out on powerful communication? How can I communicate in a way that it really lands, that I'm really heard? Or they come and they say, I wish I was more confident. I need that confidence. And these are okay things. But what I come to realize, and this realization came when I was coaching two different people. One was an English native, and she was, of course, perfect in her English. And the other one was a what do you call it? Well, her English was her second language, but she was broken in her English. And both of them came to me to talk about communication. How do I have powerful communication? And what I did is to say, we're not going to focus on communication. We're going to focus on what is driving you. What is your mission? What is it that you want to land? Why is it so important to you? And the interesting thing is that the woman that I was working with, who is not English native speaker, had a bit of a broken English, was so connected to her purpose and her mission that the minute she started to talk about it and connect with it, even though her English wasn't necessarily 100% clear, it landed because the energy behind it was so powerful. With the other client of mine who also came to me talking about communication, I want to really learn how to communicate. Her reason for wanting to have clear communication wasn't necessarily that clear. So we were spending a lot of time going deep in to draw out, why do you want to be heard? What is the message that you want to deliver? Why is this so important to you? And after these rounds, without any communication training, remember, I didn't train any of them in communication. I've stopped training people on communication. Both of them come to that level where their natural form of communication was so powerful because the underlying message behind it was a must for people to listen to. So the same goes with confidence. People very often say, how can I become confident? How can I, you know, just feel more confident, walk into a room, a word that I don't really like to use is this executive presence. I don't even know what that is. But people and women come to me, they often say, I want this executive presence. And you know what? It's the same principle we go back to. What drives you? When you are that confident person in that room, what is it that people are coming over to you, talking about, that will make them remember you so well? Is it about what you said? Is it about how you make them feel at the stake in the ground you had? What is it? And very often when we're talking about confidence, I'll come to realize that there is one step before confidence, and that is courage. So when you are linking your purpose, your mission, whatever that is, that can be to get you your next position. It can be to have a seat at the table. It can be, it doesn't really matter what it is. But when you start practicing the courage to take up space, to own your space, confidence is being built up. Because in the end, confidence is a very easy concept. We tend to overcomplicate it. I actually would love if you are listening here live, what do you believe confidence is? If you could give me a few words, if you are listening live, or even if you're watching the replay, think about that. What do you say confidence is? As I said, confidence is a very easy concept. It is trust in yourself. What does it mean, having trust in yourself? It doesn't mean that you're confident that everything you do is just a walk in the park and everything you do is perfect and everything you do is right and everything is like you know everything and you can do everything. That is not the confidence we're talking about. That might be that you are confident in a certain skill because you've been practicing it. Confidence is trust in yourself, that you trust yourself to be able to learn, that you trust yourself that I am able to ask for help. The trust in yourself that I have the ability to figure things out. Things might be really challenging for me right now, but you know what? I trust myself to figure it out. I trust myself to be brave, to ask for help. I trust my ability to YouTube or to study or to be vulnerable. That is confidence. Confidence is trust in yourself. So when we are then talking about, I want to become so confident, you want to look back and think about where are all the things that you can say, I really trust myself. I really trust myself. And when that happens, be brave, be courageous and start doing things. Even you don't know how to do them, start easy, start slow, right? So this is what I just very quickly wanted to talk about, because when going back to the interview that I had, in the interview, I'm sharing how I feel that I have been hiding. And I felt that my mission, my purpose for what I was doing wasn't clear. So you can say, kind of, what's the point of being really visible? What is the point of raising my voice if I don't really know why am I doing it or what am I doing? I think then it's good to step down a bit. However, if you're looking for that drive to dare to be on stage, to dare to ask for the raise, to dare to embark on maybe a journey of starting your own business, ask yourself, what is a must for me? What is so important to me that I'm going to do it no matter what? No matter what. For me, what I came to realize, which was so funny in that conversation with Rich, was that I knew my mission all the time. I just had to wake it, wake it up again, that I'm on the mission to help other women connect so deeply with their mission that no matter what, they're going to go ahead and do it. And when I connected to that, it was easy for me to say, of course, I'm visible. because I'm doing this out of a drive. So, this is what I wanted to share today. I'm going to share that interview tomorrow if anyone wants the behind the scene. And I do invite you look at for the newsletter that I had on Tuesday talking about Orson and her company and her work on the Agala project. We can do miracles in this world, one person at a time. That's for sure. So, with that, I wish you a beautiful weekend and I will see you next week. If you want to join me, I will pop on. I never know the day or the time. I know the day, but not the time. But I look very much forward to see you. That